Hey all, this is the longer version of the review of the new event vehicles. I know it's a weird first video to post on a channel and everything. Appreciate y'all joining me rather than just looking at the short things. Let's get right into it with four new event vehicles. I'm mainly going to look at three of them. The fourth one is that German armored car, and it's not like bad or anything, but obviously being a rank 1 premium, it's nothing super duper exciting. It's a German anti-tank gun on a slightly better chassis. I'm assuming it's going to have god-awful turret rotation speed, but then, good speed other than that. But let's talk about the big ones. The big ones are the Su25 BM, the CTCV 105 HP. It's a Patriot AMV with a 105 on it, and then HMS Renown. So, starting with the Patriot AMV, the Patriot AMV is a Finnish armored car or infantry support vehicle. It is a new age APC. It's shown some really, really good effectiveness in actual combat, including in Afghanistan a couple years ago. The 105 variant is a anti-tank version of it, or more like a scout car version of it. I would assume in the game you're going to be looking at this as a scout car similar to the others with pretty decent defensive capability. Probably not amazing mobility though. And I would assume, given the look of the turret and everything, probably a 5-second autoloader. They say it's an autoloader. It's Swedish. It's probably going to be a 5-second autoloader. 5-second autoloader on a 105 that they say gets 400 millimeters of pen is pretty damn good. It'll probably have a very strong round and be quite fast. I would assume this thing will be 10.0 minimum with those stats, but we will have to see. Trying to move on, the next one is the Su25 BM. This is not like the Su25T, it's more like the Su25K. It's a little bit faster, a little bit better engine. It has MFDs in it, which are multifunction displays. That's what you see on more modern fighter and support jets, where it's a little square display with a bunch of buttons on the sides. So that's going to be really fun in Sim, I think. This is going to be a joy to fly in Sim. I hope I can actually find matches for it. The biggest thing about it isn't that it's a slightly stronger Su-25K, and it's not that it can use TV guided and guided munitions. It's really about the fact that just in a tiny little sentence, they mention that it's going to get R-73s, which is huge. R-73s are the next generation of Russian air-to-air missiles. It's what they're currently using for their IR missiles. So that is going to be an enormous leap War Thunder is taking, presumably before the F-15C and the Su-27 get added. I assume later this year, probably next update or the update in November. So that's going to be huge. It's going to be great to see. It's going to be a lot like how the A10 or something plays, in the sense that because it's not amazing at dogfighting, it is going to get these much better IR missiles to defend itself against more advanced targets. They're going to go for flares less than R60Ms, so Russian players are going to love them, but they are still going to suffer the same problems as normal all-aspect missiles. They will still go for flares. They're probably going to have a larger seeker cone, and specifically with the R-73, I know at least in real life they're very weak to things like cloud cover. They do not like it at all. Their tracking gets all screwed up. So we'll see if that translates into the game. The final thing, and the thing that I'm assuming most people are going to click off the video for, so thank you for being here, is HMS Renown. HMS Renown is really exciting for me as a person who enjoys the Navy and enjoys naval in War Thunder. Renown in real life was a battlecruiser built in 1916, and in the game we're looking at her 1944 refit, which really did exist. She saw some service in the East, in Japan, and it's really great to see. In terms of gameplay, she will be very similar to Hood. If you've played against Hood or played with Hood, she will be fast, relatively lightly armored, but be able to deliver crushing firepower with those 381 millimeter guns. Those are, I think, 15 inches. Huge amount of firepower. She will one-shot most battle cruisers and even a lot of battleships. If she runs into a regular cruiser, there will not be a fight. She will stomp it. And with that maneuverability and speed, she is going to be great at controlling battles. She also has torpedoes, which is really nice. Your weaknesses are going to be your armor's quite weak to things like battleships, and you do get a long reload on those 381 millimeter guns. Even if they're good, the reload's going to hurt you. The main difference I'm going to see between her and Hood is that she has weaker and fewer auxiliary mounts. She only has a few 114s, but she has much more AA by the looks of it than Hood does. I would assume this one will be added at about 6.7 to 7.0. I'd be surprised if it's 6.7 even. I think it really deserves to be 7.0 alongside Hood. Um, if they don't put it up there, that's their decision, but you know, um, I think the Su25 BM will probably be 11.0 or something. I don't know if it will be 11.3 alongside the Su25T, simply not having access to VHERs and stuff, but I wouldn't be overly surprised. I think 11.0 would be a bit more fair, though. Um, and I think the Patriot AMV again is going to be 10.0. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being a higher tier and ends up being one of the highest tier armored cars in the game. Because if it does get that 5-second reload, that's going to be insane. Anyway, that's all I got to say about these. I'm sure we'll get more info over time and we'll get actual stat cards and stuff. The event starts next Friday, the 8th of August. I hope to see you all grinding there. Hopefully everybody gets at least one of the cool new vehicles. I'm going to try and get all three of them myself, and if I do, I know I'll be made fun of for having no life, but you know what? It'll be worth it. Um, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep looking at my YouTube and TikTok, please. Don't forget about me, and have a great day.